Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Deen at Doon. In support of the cancer patients, there is a beautiful initiative, a wonderful initiative to support the cancer patients, and this initiative is called Wheel to Heal. And luckily enough, alhamdulillah, we have two of the organizers, the founder actually of the initiative, Dr. Elias. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to your good selves and our dear viewers of Hilaal TV.
Good morning to you, Doctor. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and all your initiatives.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. We have also the Vice Chairman, Brother Abdorauf. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Good to be with you, Abdorauf, once again. MashaAllah. I know you're very active in the service of the community. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and accept your efforts. Allahumma ameen. In the beginning, Doctor, just to give our viewers a little bit of understanding about Wheel to Heal, what is the initiative all about?
Wheel to Heal primarily was established, in order to serve mankind. A lot of people have been bereft, with cancer over many, many years. Not everybody has the ability to resist cancer. We have the ability to resist the disease. What we are saying is, if you have a disease, you need the social support, you need family support, but above all, one needs the financial support in order to detect the disease early. And unfortunately, we live in an unequal society, and there's a very major portion of our people who get cancer, who actually die of cancer without detecting that they've got cancer, or in some cases, very late detection. What we are saying, that is a very unfortunate situation. We that are in a better position, we are striving, we are in pursuit of opportunities, how we can assist them, particularly people that come from the rural areas. And I think that is the inspiration for us. However, the process that kick-started, that actualized this idea was some of us, the two of us are sitting here, Sheikh, I lost my wife 4 years ago through cancer. Bucks at the age of 11 months lost his dad through cancer. And when we put a committee together to deal with this challenge, we didn't know that who's got cancer. The only person who was known was me, with my wife having passed away with cancer 4 years ago. However, when we constituted an exco, it was myself as a chairperson who lost a wife. It was Bucks who lost his dad at 11 months. Our secretary, Andy Lala, lost his wife also about 6-7 years ago. And all of a sudden we found that everybody on the committee has lost somebody very, very close through cancer. We're managing, alhamdulillah. The sense of loss will never leave us. And we constantly hanging on to those cherished memories of those dear ones that have passed on but will continue to remain near and dear to us. However, what we are saying is, what are we doing to assist those that cannot and do not have access to treatment? And I think Wheel to Heal is such an initiative. So what we are saying to people is, we are cycling. We are cycling from Mossel Bay to Cape Town, 560 kilometers. There's at times, and in December, we're leaving, inshallah, Islamia, right from this premises on the 3rd of December at 8 o'clock in the morning, and we're taking a bus to Mossel Bay. When we get there, inshallah, on the Sunday morning, on the 4th of December, we start cycling. And we cycle all the way to Cape Town with 7 stops in 7 little towns. We'll be overnighting at each town. And each day, Sheikh, there's an arduous inclination for us to finish this as fast, as smooth, and as pleasurable as possible. However, one must remember a few factors that's going to impact very, very large on this journey. 1, December temperatures. 2, the wind. And 3, there's an extreme gradient that we're climbing. For those who don't understand, there are days that we're climbing something like 1.8 kilometers in order to cover the distance of an average of 80 or 90 kilometers per day. So that's the effort that our cyclists are putting in. What we are saying is, we're doing this for mankind. We're doing this, and we are asking people to join us for the following 3 reasons. Here's an opportunity to cherish and record the precious memory of the loved ones that we've lost. Here's an opportunity to support an endeavor in memory of those that are close and that have been near to us, that have passed on. Here's an opportunity to do something in memory of those and to support those financially who are currently having of cancer. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has promised eternal reward if you bring as much as a small iota of relief to His creation. Be that human beings, be that a plant, this is Allah's creation, we are saying. And illness, sickness knows no boundaries, knows no age, it knows no religious persuasions, it knows no class, and certainly does not take into consideration who can afford treatment or not. we are stepping in there, and that is our objective, Sheikh.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Abdorauf, who are the beneficiaries of this project and how it's founded?
The two beneficiaries are pink drive and multiple sclerosis.
MashaAllah.
Yeah.
MashaAllah. And how do you propose to achieve these objectives?
The 30 cyclists, Sheikh, we've given them a sort of like a commitment, and they've all agreed that each of the 30 cyclists will bring in 30,000 rand. So 30 times 30,000 rand will give us close onto R1 million.
MashaAllah.
And the other R1 million, we're going to be looking for the broader public to actually fund us to make that 2 million rand. But, you know, along the way, people have said to us, we know that you guys will collect more than 2 million rand.
Inshallah.
Allahu Akbar. And we make dua that will happen, inshallah.
No, inshallah, it will happen. And I'm sure all those who are watching us also want to be part of that.
So in essence, what my brother is saying here is that please step up and find out who are these 30 cyclists. It's either a friend, a neighbor, a colleague, or a friend's son. Please sponsor them X rand per kilometer. You know, there's 560 kilometers. Even if you sponsor them 4 rand per kilometer, it's only about 2,000 rand. And your 2,000 rand might seem minuscule in this case, but the collective effect, the collective impact thereof could result, Sheikh, in adding years to somebody's life or even saving a life. And I think that is what this is all about. So we are asking these people that are not cycling with us, we'll do the hard work, inshallah. Make dua for us that Allah keeps us safe, that we are in His protective custody throughout the entire journey, that we are able to accomplish this. I have to say that charity ride from Mossel Bay to Cape Town on bicycle for cancer has never been done. So this is a groundbreaking initiative. We are confident we'll do it, but we are confident we'll only do it and succeed if we have the support of our people. How can they support us? Make dua for us, as I said. Number 2, sponsor the cyclists. We need you to sponsor the cyclists. And if you're not prepared to sponsor a cyclist because you don't know a cyclist, we'll leave the banking details with you. Make a voluntary contribution into the Wheel to Heal account. What we can promise you is every cent that's deposited into their account, either through your sponsoring of a cyclist per kilometer or your voluntary contribution, the entire proceeds is destined exclusively to go to Pink Drive, who is the cancer organization through which we're going to channel our fund, and Multiple Sclerosis South Africa. Why multiple sclerosis? And I think this is something, Sheikh, that I've got to spend a half a minute on. Another brother of ours, Mr. Rafiq Parker, born with polio, was involved in a life-threatening accident some 11, 12 years ago, to such an extent where nobody actually thought he's got a remote possibility of surviving the accident. Every bone in his body was broken. Alhamdulillah, today he walks on crutches perpetually. He's literally struggling to move from point A to point B, but a highly determined man, a highly focused man. He is a hand cyclist. He's done quite a few tournaments and cycling races. He's going to undertake this journey with us. He lost his wife through multiple sclerosis. So this initiative, Sheikh, is to raise money for those that are surviving and currently going through a arduous process of healing through cancer or multiple sclerosis. This initiative is in memory of those that we have lost, and this initiative is to increase the awareness of cancer and multiple sclerosis in our community. And I think an opportunity like this does not come around every day. And therefore we are confident our people will support us. We need the Ummah to take us from the 1 million rand to 2 million rand. Maybe I need to repeat this. The cyclists have undertaken to do this journey and to raise the first 1 million rand. 30 cyclists are going to raise the first 1 million rand. What we are saying to our people...
Is the number limited to the 30?
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, because we need protocol measures to take into consideration. There are certain arrangements that we need to make, accommodation, certain permits need to be obtained, certain medical precautionary measures must be taken based on the number. So what I'm saying is the cyclists are doing a tremendous amount, and I want to commend them, each one of them. We just spoke of it earlier. We won't say what our ages is, but myself and Bucks are the senior people in the group. But there are people, most of them are under 40, over 40. The two youngest cyclists, 22 years old. Now, Sheikh, this is commendable if young people in our community can step up to do this unselfishly for uplifting mankind, for those that are suffering of cancer. And that's highly commendable. And I think that is, and Sheikh, maybe I want to quote Professor Fazlur Rahman Ansari, who said the following. And he's one of the greatest philosophers from Pakistan. He said, stop wrapping your mind around what the state is doing for the ummah. What are you doing for the ummah? And I think that is how we engage ourselves. And as I said, 22, 23-year-olds have decided at this very young, tender age, where there are so many distractions that they can align themselves to, they've decided for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to align themselves to will to heal. So what we are saying, young people like this are doing this journey. They are raising the first million, and in addition to that, we are asking the ummah, step forward, make that voluntary contribution. Only the reward of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in waiting for you.
Indeed, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for this beautiful initiative, Doctor, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it a great success, inshallah, so we can do it more often, inshallah. Abdorauf, what are the preparations that's currently happening for the initiative, and also maybe your final words to the ummah, inshallah?
Oh, Sheikh, at this moment in time, we are busy with a lot of things. You know, you won't believe we have meetings practically every week. I'm with doctor practically every day, sorting out this, sorting out that. But alhamdulillah, we are getting there, Sheikh. We are getting there. Let me just tell you a little bit about the 30 cyclists, Sheikh. You know, I played soccer all my life, Sheikh. And you know, when you score a goal, we all hug each another. But in cycling, there's no goals, and we don't hug each other. We just greet when we meet, and we greet when we leave. But I can tell you, Sheikh, the brotherhood and the I don't know what you want to, I just can't find the words to explain it. The camaraderie between the cyclists, Sheikh, is something that I've never found when I played soccer. I've never found it. And you know, Sheikh, we have a marvelous group of 30 cyclists. And you must think about it, Sheikh. To ride 560 kilometers in the heat from Mossel Bay to Cape Town, you must first have the courage and then the determination. It's not an easy thing to do. And we are training every week. I had a fall the previous week, but Doc and the company boys.
Doctor just started cycling one year ago.
They went from Crumboom Road Sniper to Stellenbosch and back. It's like about 109 kilometers.
27 degrees temperature.
I congratulate Doc. You know, and you know, I was going to tell you a little bit as to why some people have joined this initiative, Sheikh. Some have joined this initiative because they love cycling, the loss of dear ones to cancer, determination to help others in need, and love for people, want others to benefit from their efforts. Purpose is to save lives and making people comfortable, effect positive change in people's life, one pedal at a time, partaking in this cause as a tribute to a loved one. A medical doctor that has just joined us. He comes from Belgium. He says, and in Belgium it's like a place where everybody cycles.
That's true.
And he wants to bring his two passions together. Caring, because he's a medical doctor, and cycling because he grew up with cycling. Then we have, I spoke about the courage and determination and purpose. We, as the cyclists, we have created this cycle from Mossel Bay to Cape Town as the vehicle to raise that 2 million rand. But in addition, Sheikh, the cyclist has to have the courage and the determination and the purpose. This cause to beat cancer has given all of us a real purpose in life and cycling now. You know, when the Cape Town Cycle Tour comes near somewhere around in March, we all start training sometime from December onwards. But this purpose, Sheikh, this cycle tour from Mossel Bay to Cape Town has got an even greater purpose than the Cape Town Cycle Tour. And I'm sure that all my other cyclists will agree on this purpose that we are going on. It's like changed the entire dynamics of their life. Before, we had a group of cyclists, social people, social cyclists, and we would go like weekend from year to day. But now, we have a direction and we have a purpose that we are working towards.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
So just to give an idea of the severity of the problem, in 2020 in South Africa, 115,000 cases of cancer were registered with the National Cancer Registry of South Africa. Will you believe me, an amount of 60% of them died of cancer.
Allah.
And what makes it even worse, an amount of 32% of those 60% was never detected. Now isn't that an indictment on us who have the ability, who have the knowledge, who've experienced the loss of life through cancer, that we don't facilitate a process whereby at least we can help towards the early detection, the treatment, and the saving of a life. And I think that is what's driving us. You know, talking about our cyclists, we've been spending something like 15 to 25 hours per week on the bicycle to train for this. Yesterday was an epic 5.5-hour journey, Sheikh. On a Sunday morning, where people are deprived of their family time, time with their wives and their children. There's a lot of other activities of a social nature that people get involved in on a Sunday morning. No, we spend that 5.5 hours on the bicycle. And I think that is a type of sacrifice. So in the light of that, I'm saying, we're raising another R1 million. In the light of that, I'm saying, the Ummah must step forward. And here this appeal, this beseechment is going out to people across the country, right from Cape Town to the north of Johannesburg and KZN. We need your support. As I said, we're doing this only for one objective, and that is to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we want to do this with as many people joining us, because this is not about us. We've stepped outside our comfort zone in order to facilitate this for everybody. We can only succeed if everybody joins us. And if you can't cycle, inshallah, next year maybe you can encourage a child or a nephew or so to cycle with us, or yourself join us. However, what we need now in order to register the first success of the Wheel to Heal journey is for you to sponsor us. And the banking details will be made available on the screen. Please take that step, take that initiative and make a voluntary contribution. Sheikh, another purpose for this is we just don't want to raise money for cancer. We want to increase the awareness for cancer as well. And what we're also doing is because we are passing through these remote towns, and some of them are really small towns that never really get exposure. And why do we have chosen Pink Drives here? Because in these areas, Pink Drive has a historical legacy of, going with their trucks with all the necessary investigative equipment like mammograms and scans. They go to these towns here, they spend 4 or 5 days there, and they do random scans for people, particularly gender-based cancer. And then they are found to be the ones that have detected that there are people that have got cancer that either don't know that they've got cancer or that are on the threshold, on the verge of succumbing to cancer. They would then pick them and refer them to the nearest facility for treatment. Now that is saving a life, and that is working for the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We're facilitating that process. And I think that is the important. In addition to that, because these people are in the remote rural areas, in addition to increasing the awareness to these diseases, we've also decided to inspire them in a different way. So at every night when we get there, we'll be giving an inspirational talk about Deen, about life and about cancer and about suffering of disease and about taking initiative and empowering yourself towards undoing the negative state of affairs that you are confronted with. In addition to that, we're taking with us here 400 food hampers. And in each of these places, we are hoping to give between 50 and 60 food hampers to the nearest, the most needy ones. We want to engage the local authorities, the imam or the priest in the area, and want to make sure that these food hampers reach the correct destination, that reach the most deserving of people in these areas. And I think this is the type of work that these 30 cyclists have put together. We are saying only, help us taking us from that first million to the second million. And I think that, to me, is the purpose of stretching our hands out. Buck said earlier, when he scored a goal, they used to hug each other. We don't hug each other. We hug our bicycles, we hug our principles, we hug the objectives of Wheel to Heal. We are asking you to hug us by supporting us, by taking us from the first million to the second million.
MashaAllah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you success, inshallah, Doctor. And as I always say, when there is sincerity, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens the doors, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make you beneficial to the humanity and beneficial to people, as Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, خَيْرُ النَّاسِ أَنْفَعُهُمْ لِلنَّاسِ. The best of people are those who are more beneficial to people. Jazakumullah khair for.
Can I just mention one more thing, Sheikh? Sure. And I think I want to thank people like Bucks and a lot of the committee members. I'm not going to mention names. There are young ones that have worked arduously in different segments of this organization. I want to thank our sponsors. And I think without a sponsor who is a lifeline of an initiative like this, we will not be able to proceed. And the important thing is we are all in this together for one purpose. And that is, in some way, we are satisfying a command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And with that as an inspiration, we are confident that our appeal will not fall on deaf ears.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us success.
Sheikh, I'd just like to conclude with one powerful statement for everybody. Let our Wheel to Heal love shine to benefit human beings that you and I may not personally know or meet during our lifetime.
Amazing.
Alhamdulillah.
Inshallah. Inshallah we'll reach this goal.
Sheikh,
Jazakallah
we
khairan.
are cycling to beat cancer and we want all of us to support us.
Inshallah,
Shukran.
inshallah. Jazakallah khairan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept and grant you success, inshallah, in this beautiful journey. Allahumma ameen. Shukran for joining us this morning. Allah accept from both of you. Allahumma ameen. Alright, we came to the end of the segment of our program. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to support, inshallah, the cancer patients. And may Allah give success to Dr. and Brother Abdorauf and all those who are taking part, inshallah, in this journey. Right, we're taking a short break. We'll come back after the break. Stay with us.